Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us this evening, tuning in here with us on TFTV for this ESEA Invite regular season matchup between Cisco Adler and Show Me the Monet. I'm Gecks, and I'm joined this evening by Marxist and, of course, Dashner manning the camera as usual for this awesome 60 FPS production. Amazing quality. Marxist, how you doing this evening, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. We'll see if this game turns out like last night. Hello, if you watched the game last night.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy game. Hopefully we get something nearly as interesting as that game was. But when we were looking at kind of the predictions coming through for this game from a lot of the people in the community, it seemed to be a bit one-sided, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit. But as I said, we do have Cisco Adler going off against Show Me the Monet here. Of course, some pretty notable names on both sides of the coin here, on both teams. I guess before we really get into everything, we can go ahead and kind of take a look at the rosters here before we get going. I'll run down Cisco Adler here. On Pocket, of course, we have Mangachu, Roamer, we have Boink, my man Zalox on Demo, Free State and Squid going to be on Scout, and DBW over on Medic. And Marxist, why don't you go ahead, show me the Monet. Who's over on their side?
So, Show Me the Monet's got Ictus and Giggly on Scout. I've played with Ictus on a few occasions. And, again, Giggly is well known. And then you've got Marmaduke playing. He's going to be coming up with the Pocket. You've got Buick, the good old VG Medic, coming back from the dead, basically, to play Medic and get his Invite Dreams to live again. And then you'll have Smacka on Demo, making his glorious return to the Demo Man class. And also Flame on Roamer, who I forgot for a second.
He's back. Hopefully he realizes he's playing TF2 tonight and not Dota. Maybe I think he'll get the gist. But anyway, before we kind of got in here, we were talking about why Cisco Adler is so favored in this matchup. Because, I mean, I believe on the poll in the community or whatever it was like massively in their favor for this game. You kind of had some thoughts on that. What are you thinking? Why are they so favored in this matchup tonight?
Well, Show Me the Monet has basically only existed for about 5 days. And it's hard to get your juju flowing over just a short 5-day period. There was also a short period today where we thought this match wasn't even going to happen. So, I mean, that all comes down there. And then a lot of the players on Show Me the Monet have not played recently at a tippity-toppity level, whereas that's not really the case for Cisco Adler with Zalox and Squid.
Yeah, a lot of high-level players there, some very notable names, so it's going to be a pretty tough matchup. We are on Snakewater this evening, of course. In case you guys haven't noticed that by now, we are on Snakewater, so it looks like we almost have everybody in as well, so hopefully we should be starting off here soon. Who's your guy to watch? One on both sides for this game, on both teams. Who's your guys to watch, Marxist?
Well, contrary to my better judgment, I would go with Boink. Just because he sort of invented that little hide against the wall strat in previous seasons. I don't know if you're super familiar with that, but that was more or less like Boink really putting that particular strat on blast. Although I would say Free State may be pretty interesting to watch if you're not well versed in the IM scene, because he was pretty impressive last season, and now he's getting his shot in Invite.
Yeah, and it's great that, some of these guys able to move up out of IM, get their shot in Invite, see how they do at the top level, the upper echelon of TF2 here in North America and the world. So, we should be getting started here very shortly, folks. Hopefully we have a great game tonight. Now, if you had to say, since Show Me the Monet is so, I guess, counted out kind of in this game here, what do you think the key is for them to really have a shot at winning this game?
Well, it depends on who's leading that team. I know Smacka can do it. I don't know if that's the intention. It just depends on kind of how well they get things organically together as far as a team that's not really played too much together, and in a few cases don't really know each other all that well. So we'll see kind of how that goes down, because I said last night and I'll say it again, when you put a TF2 team together, it's a lot like a chemistry experiment, and you never really know if you're gonna invent something really cool or if it's just gonna be a disaster that burns your house down.
An explosion in your face. Yeah, so I definitely agree with that. It's a transition putting a team together. You need time to kind of gel and mesh with each other and get things going. And as you were saying, that might be a bit of an issue for Show Me the Money this evening, but certainly can't count them out completely because, you know, of course, do have some fantastic players on both sides here. So, you know, we'll kind of see how things go. I think we're just waiting for one more player here from one of the teams, and we should be able to get the ball rolling here, guys. Thanks for tuning in with us here. We should be able to get this started shortly. Now, Marxist, we had a crazy matchup last night. I mean, we've kind of gone over most of, I guess, the pregame for this one here, but I mean, kind of give me some of your thoughts on that game last night, because that's been like the buzz around, kind of, you know, it's been the buzz around the scene here since last night. Really good game that went on between Street Hoops and Elevate. Give me your thoughts on that game too, because you were like right in there, you know, you were casting that. So.
I did in fact cast it, yes. So, well, I saw a few things that would be a little bit worrisome from Elevate. They seemed kind of disjointed at times, which was unexpected for a team that had been together for as long as they have, with some changes here and there between seasons. I'm sure that'll iron itself out as things progress, but it nearly cost them a match. And so hopefully they'll get that sorted out. I was pretty impressed with how 20B adapted as well, because that's really a pretty Grape-centric team, and Grape started to get shut down in the after early success, and then they just sort of adapted to it, and that kept them hanging around even as Elevate sort of tried to gather steam. So that's, you know, if you're a 20B believer, that's a good positive sign for that team too. So I was pretty impressed all around. A few little, you know, things here and there, I think, that were mainly caused by Snakewater being a map that isn't practiced super hard.
Right.
And some of its sort of nuances and odd things about it aren't things that teams normally take into consideration when they're thinking about how to do things.
It's, I guess, guys, they all have some time to iron out the kinks. Just the beginning of the season here, so plenty of time to kind of get those things out. And as you said, Snakewater being Snakewater, it's sometimes to be expected to see a couple of those things. But regardless, really good matchup. If you guys hadn't seen it, I'm sure the VOD will be up soon if it's not already. And definitely go check that out. It's a great game. But I guess kind of to talk about a couple more things here, because I think we have everybody in the server now, just waiting for them to ready up and get going. But as far as the rest of the season, looking forward, and it's early, but we have the three teams, of course, that everybody's kind of expecting to take those top three slots. You know, of course, Street Hoops, Elevate, Froyotech. Looking forward through the rest of the season here, do you think, you know, Cisco Adler is a team that could potentially fill that fourth spot moving forward, or even Show Me the Monet moving forward if they get themselves gelled together? And if neither of them, who would you think is going to take that fourth slot?
Well, that's a question I can't really answer right now, but I could see Cisco sliding into that spot if Squid plays as well as he has in previous seasons. And if Mangachu's pocket style has changed significantly since the last time I saw him play pocket. In the past, he's kind of tried to play Final Boss pocket, which is a thing you don't really hear too much about. But basically, Mangachu gets all the heals on the team, and then he just starts doing random things with them, and the rest of the team's kind of left out to dry. And if you can take advantage of that, then it'll turn out pretty well. I don't know if he still plays that way, so that's not like an indictment on Mangachu currently, because he could have changed. It's been a while since I've seen him play Pocket in a real serious setting. Also, there's the Madmen. I would like to see them string something together here, of course. I got a plug for those guys. Blank and I, and Pharaoh, my BBG, go way back. so I gotta hope they turn out for the best. I spent a pretty significant portion of time in my TF2 playing career, if you want to call it that, playing on teams with the illustrious Pharaoh.
Yeah, they were always a great fun team to watch last season, and they were always a team you could never count out either. They could pull off some pretty crazy stuff and some close games. So, we'll have to see moving down the stretch who's going to take that last spot, because it's definitely up for grabs amongst many of the teams within Invite, so we'll see. But I wouldn't mind seeing Madmen in that slot, definitely. But I got the word from Dashner that we are live. Well, it was going live in 2 minutes about a minute ago, so we should be able to get started here in just a minute. Marxist, what do you think the scoreline is going to be this evening?
I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I'd like to see Show Me the Monet at least get like 2 rounds. I feel like they could get around early, maybe, just because of the surprise factor, and then maybe they could string another one together. It's just so hard to make things happen, no matter who's on your team, if you haven't really played together very much.
Yeah, so hopefully they can get a couple in there, but of course, as we were saying, the heavily favored here is Cisco Adler, so we'll have to see. We should be getting started here in just a minute, folks. Thanks for tuning in with us here. We're just about to get rolling in this ESEA Invite regular season matchup here. We're on Snakewater this evening. It's hopefully going to be a good game for you all to come here and witness. Probably not going to be anything on the levels of last night's game, but hopefully something close to that anyway. But yeah, I mean, Marxist, you all ready to go here? This is the longest 2 minutes. Hey, there we go.
There we go. It happened.
This is the longest 2 minutes of my life. Please start. But all right, so we're gonna get heading into this first mid here in just a minute. Who are you gonna be watching on this mid here, Marxist?
Well, I'm gonna watch Zalox to start because he's the. I would like to watch Smacka, but we gotta give Zalox first. I like to be stereotypical.
Well, here we go. We got both the guys rolling out here to get this one started. Cisco Adler against Show Me the Monet here as we take a look at the demos that have gotten into mid here. Smack is already kind of up towards the point. He's going to back off, though. Looks like we have Cisco Adler kind of working over on their right side right now. Marmaduke's going to go down right away at the start of this mid. Couple players hurt over on Cisco Adler. Now it's 3 down right now for Show Me the Monet. 4 down, it's just Buick and Ictus left. Buick very hurt's going to go down as well. Just Ictus, they got destroyed on that mid. They only lost Boink in the process there. Just getting annihilated on that mid. They're going to pick up the second point, have a nice full Uber to push on through with as well.
Yeah, the anti-air coverage from Show Me the Monet was kind of lackadaisical there, and they ended up getting styled on by a soldier. We do have Marmaduke trying to make hero plays, and of course some fighting going down in Queso now, but we should see a pretty quick push start to come in here. It looks like they're going to favor the left side and go in.
As they send Mangachu in on through, he's going to get in early. Still no frags yet. Actually, Smacka went down. Ictus is going to go down as well, demolishing them on this mid here, getting on the cap a little bit anyway. They're just searching for these frags before they even touch the point, but a very, very quick round to start things off there for Cisco Adler. Going to take that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, to be fair, it's pretty hard to get the ball rolling when you end up with losing your mid and the med, and the other team does not at mid.
Yeah, I can't really do too much moving forward there unless somebody makes the god play, but see if Show Me the Money can kind of get a better mid here, because they just got melted on that last mid here. So early on, we have Boink bombing over. It's going to do a lot of damage to Marmaduke, but not able to finish him off, as Flame was able to get that. Mangachu's going to pick up one. Zalot's landing the pipes as well. It's going to be 3 down for them. They've gotten out early, though, keeping Buick alive here, keeping the demo up, or excuse me, a scout, Flame, and Buick. So they kept a few players alive, but this is going to be tough. They're trying to hold them off here over by Balcony. but I think that's just going to have to... They're going to have to go ahead and get themselves back. Ictus is still kind of in here on second, but regardless, Cisco Adler does pick up that mid, but Buick was able to stay alive, so both teams have the full Uber right now. Got a couple guys up in cheese as they start to work their way back out. Right now, Show Me the Money is as Flames sitting over by Saw just outside of it, kind of waiting here for somebody to make the plays. We're just going to kind of stalemate out a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like Flames actually playing pocket here. I was misinformed. So Boink is going to try and do a bomb in here. Buick is actually going to force. He gets pressured from inside the saw room there, trying to get it. There it goes. So Flame has accomplished his goal in life and then dies for it. Buick trying to escape, not going to make it. So that's, although Mangachu and Boink are both down, that's going to make it pretty hard for Show Me the Monet unless they get things going. Marmaduke skyboxed, no go.
Yeah, he was trying to play sneaky from down in the flank and bomb back over, but I think a stick just like launched him high into the sky there. But second point's going to get picked up here for Cisco Adler, and it's going to be pretty rough for them here trying to hold. They're going to have about a 30% advantage. Cisco Adler is just kind of sitting out on second, still haven't taken lobby control quite yet. Ictus peeking his way in, but nobody is really going to be able to do too much here until the play's made, and I don't see any off-classing from either side either, so they're just going to try to take this straight up, and they've been building heavily now at a 50% advantage. They've taken the lobby, almost up on that full Uber, and they're going to be pushing in here shortly. Looks like they're going to take it in on this left side. Once again, they do pop it in here. They got to get Buick right off the start here. They do. They take down Buick nice and easy there, but a couple frags come out from Show Me the Money here. They got Free State and Boink here. Flame's going to bomb back over, trying to get something onto the combo. Mangachu does fall as Giggly cleans up on some damage there, and that will be them pushed back out of lobby. And things kind of stalemating back out here, just kind of resetting almost. Actually, they've backed themselves up quite a bit here. And we're just going to be waiting for a fight to come out here on second or last once both these teams get this full Uber build up.
Well, it's going to be a challenge because Buick died there and DBW didn't. So I think basically the thinking there on Cisco was just back up. You know, we've got the Uber advantage. No sense to really force this issue. And it hamstrung Show Me the Monet to not have a medic there because they couldn't press their player advantage that they got with how well they defended. But now it looks like they're coming in there, our Cisco, and big fight going over on the right side. The point is not being touched even though it's completely undefended. Flame is now on top of it. There we go. So quick kills actually coming out. Yeah, they forgot about running through the tape, but DBW is making it out.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't get on the point there. They could have, you know, possibly got something going here, but a great last defense for Show Me the Money, despite being down a full Uber there. So they do get second point back, and they're going to have an 80% advantage to work out of second with, as well as they've already got themselves inside of Saw right now. There's a couple sticks in there they have to be careful of, but starting to work their way out. Buick actually goes down here, so they're going to be down a player for the Buick. Actually, oh goodness, did Buick drop the Uber? I completely missed that.
It's a distinct possibility, and now what was looking pretty good for Monet fell apart, and you know that's not really anybody being bad. That's just the team not really having played together very much because Buick assumed that upper left catwalk thing in Saw Room was covered, and it was in fact not. And it cost him his life.
I was sitting over in the flank looking at something, and then I come up and like, oh, Buick's dead. So that's going to be a pretty rough hold for them. Let's see if they can hold this last again, being down a full Uber, but they've got about 60% leadway on them right now. Cisco Adler does, so they're kind of waiting. Still haven't gotten into lobby or anything. They're sitting down and lower at the moment. They've got the heals sitting over on Mangachu, getting the buffs out before they decide to go, and now working into upper lobby as they're about to pop Mangachu in over from Shutter side. They have a sentry up. It's only a level 1 right now. It's going to go down quite quickly there. Buick the first frag to come out there. It's going to be 3 down for them. Squid is the only player from Cisco Adler that's dropped so far. Still haven't gotten any time on the point yet. They're just going for the frags. It's just Ictus up. Finally getting on the cap. Ictus going down, and that is going to be a quick 2-0 lead here for Cisco Adler off the start of this one.
Yep, it's pretty hard. I mean, it's hard to win, and you can tell Buick's kind of not really jiving so close yet with what's going on, because he's getting caught out in a lot of situations where you wouldn't normally see that out of an invite medic, but that's, you know, you're on a new team, new pocket, who knows what's going on.
Hopefully they can get something gelling here, because it's not looking too good for them, but Boink getting in early there is going to go down. Flame is will get the better of him there, and actually kind of getting pushed back a bit here. Very aggressive is Show Me the Money right now across the point. It's 2 players down right now, actually 3 down for them on Show Me the Money, but they're still up aggressive here. Zaylock's going to come back out of Saul with DBW, and they're going to keep the pressure on them. Squid coming through was able... got a lot of damage off, but not able to kill Marmaduke. Marmaduke's gonna go down there, but it's just Buick who is left here. He's got Zaylox right on his butt there, trying to get a saw off onto him, but will go down there. And what looked like a pretty decent mid from Show Me the Money at first ended up once again in them losing it, and right now Cisco Adler's got that full Uber once again. Not looking too good here, Marxist.
Yeah, I should point out, in case Dashner did catch it, Marmaduke got a double air shot on that mid. That was pretty impressive, but that's, you know, as this point goes down, it shouldn't really be contested too much. We do have Ictus on Sniper, but that's kind of a long shot thing. It came down to Show Me the Monet had a pretty good push started, and then they spread out, which is another thing people who have played together very much tend to do. As the Uber comes in from Squid, getting a quick pick on Marmaduke, we do have a heavy, but Flame is taken down right away. And yeah, we'll see Cisco get on that point and take us to 3-0 in halftime.
Ooh, man, that was brutal. The predictions so far are coming true here. Very quick 3-0 half for them there. I mean, Show Me the Money's got to get something going here moving into this second half here. We'll see if they can do anything, and no, we're not live quite yet, so we're just gonna take some time here. But I mean, what can Show Me the Money do at this point? I mean, it's clear that they're uncoordinated, much less coordinated, I should say, than Cisco Adler is. I mean, is there anything that they can do at this point, or is it just kind of a lost cause?
The biggest thing that they need to change right now is, so I like to, I don't know how much you deal in sports analogies, but when you talk about quarterbacks in football, which is how I like to think of sort of positioning as a medic, you should have kind of a pocket around you of protection.
Right.
Throughout the whole map, basically. It's not as tight as it would be in an actual football game, but that pocket is dissolving really quickly for Buick, and he's not responding quickly enough. And that may be a comms issue or whatever, but it's really hurting him.
Yeah, as we were saying, it's clear the coordination is just not quite there, and Buick getting caught out a lot. So we'll see if Show Me the Money can get something going here on this mid. They need a big one to get themselves back into this game. Mangachu getting on top right away, sending some rockets across. Flame already going down right off the start of that one. Boink is going to fall as well, but getting rolled over here. Looks like Show Me the Money is just 2 up right now, and DBW getting an arrow kill to boot onto Buick, and that is just going to be another mid right over to them. Yet another mid and full Uber they will have as well, and we should be expecting another round win here quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the mid started out well enough. They traded roamers, and then, if anything, Show Me the Money had the better positioning. They were worshiping the wood god there in the middle of the point, and it just didn't pan out for them. So we'll see how they go with this Uber. It looks like they're gonna maybe favor lower or cross. Yeah, they are discovered. So we'll see what they choose, what Mangachu decides to do here.
Looks like they're getting ready to come out. They do have a heavy up, Show Me the Monet does. Kind of waiting. They're down 50% on the Uber. They do pop it in over by Shutter. Mangachu getting in early. Gets a rocket off. He's going to go down to the heavy, though, as they've kind of kited it a bit back into spawn here. But they're going to have to get back out as they are getting some time onto the point. Couple down, 3 down from each side. It's a 3-on-3 on the fight here. They get the rest of the cap time down, and that'll be just another round right over to Cisco Adler there. It is now 4-0. One more round, and we're going to see probably one of the quicker games I've ever casted.
I have seen some other shorter ones, but it's still good to get a look at these teams at the start of the season for people who maybe want to follow a journey through Invite.
Yeah, I mean, you know, It's good to see him. Yeah, like you said, good to see him. But show me the money on the ropes right now. So they've got themselves in. Already got a frag on the Boink to start things off here. Marmaduke did, but kind of pushed back at the moment is show me the money. They have a couple guys that are going around in kitchen. Giggly's going to head around that way. And still not really too many frags on this. Mangachu sitting up on the upper right side. Squid's gonna get on Mangachu, falls as well to Ictus, and here they go. Finally, show me the Monet getting a little something going here. Finally winning a mid. DBW did escape though, so both teams are gonna have a full Uber here. Show me the money picking up the midpoint. They're gonna take it down through the flank side, and we should be seeing a bit of a fight here towards last, or on second.
Unfortunately, Monet chose to stack that middle point, which was kind of a pointless exercise, and now Cisco Adler has been able to repossess second. They probably could have gotten second out of that, but I don't really know why they chose to stack. That's, you know, it's another sign that they just haven't played together too much. So we'll see what's going to go on here. I imagine at some point we're going to see a Marmaduke bomb. Maybe, possibly, once they start moving up. So I'm trying to track him down. There he is. He's getting his buffing lower.
You know, looks like he's kind of peeking it out there in the lower end. Just to let you guys know, I was kind of talking with Dashner here. If this round does go awry here and Show Me the Money does fall quickly on this, it's kind of a coast-to-coast push. Excuse me, the bomb's going to come in from Marmaduke, takes down DBW with a big bomb. There's going to drop him as well, drop her, excuse me, and that's a pretty big play there from Marmaduke. He does fall afterwards, but now they're going to have to come in, get the force onto Buick, which they do, but Boink is going to go down as well. It's 2 down for Cisco Adler at the moment, and they're gonna have a bit of trouble here on this point. The fight's still going on. Free State's gonna go down. They're gonna pick up this second point here and have about a 25% advantage if they decide to go in on it in the last. But to finish my thought, if this round does go through quickly, and it looks like Show Me the Money is getting something going here, but we may potentially head on over to the Froyo game after this one, but so far we already have them. Flame kind of trying to make a play into last year. He got in, but took a lot of damage. They're just kind of dry pushing through here, and they actually have about a 40% advantage at the moment. Giggly down and lower having a fight with Squid. He's taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to back off. Marmaduke does go down. He was able to get Squid, but it's 3 down right now for Cisco Adler, and I think they're going to be able to get this one. They popped off that Uber, and now it's just Free State that's left in onto the point, trying to save it here. He's still going at it, getting some shots off. He's able to hold this point off. Amazingly, he takes down Smacka. Squid came out and got Smacka and Buick. I thought that they could have gotten that round there, but it just would not go. And they're going to get back out, cap this second point here. What happened on that last push there?
It was definitely open, but they just didn't get on the point soon enough. And, you know, it's pretty unfortunate for Monet, because that one could have been in the bag, really. They didn't bait that scout over at Free State, I think, over into, or Squid, into the point quickly enough to give the Smack Guy some easy shots. So now we're going to see an actual push come out from Cisco. Giggly is already down, so you really can't afford to lose too much else over this. Marmaduke very hurt, probably going to suck up an arrow there. There he goes. So mid is going to go back to Cisco, and we'll see a little bit of a reset with advantage going to DBW. So we should see something coming out pretty soon. She's at 74% now, so it'll be maybe 5-6 seconds.
I'm just about to get through here. 95% on that Uber. DBW gets it now, but they're getting spammed quite heavily over by Saw, and Squid actually went down as well, so that kind of hinders the push just a tad. They're not going to be able to really play in off of that advantage, so they're just going to hold Saw for the time being. Flame eats a pipe there as they're trying to work their way in. As Show Me the Money just about to come up on their Uber as well. Buick is going to get it right now, so working their way into Saw is Monet, but kind of just a spam fest at the moment, not really able to get too much going, nothing to get a pick with, so we're gonna have to see who decides to make the play here. Hopefully, oh, they actually have Squid with the sniper, is gonna take down Smacka, and I was waiting for it. He got the headshot, going for another one, aggressively playing sniper into Saw there, so they're gonna have to back off just a tad. Show Me the Money is, but here comes a bomb on through here for Boink. He's trying to get something going in on here. Mangachu's in as well. They did pop off the Uber and still have not used it yet. As Buick finally using it, trying to save a couple players, does so. Free State's gonna go down to Ictus, and Right now, it looks like a... Oh, what a shot there from Marmaduke on top of the pipe. He's going to be able to take down Boink. It's 3 players down right now for Cisco Adler. And it's going to be actually a 2-on-2 fight here into last. It's just a sniper in DBW. Oh, no, he's going for the SMG play onto Buick. Getting so much damage out onto him. Here comes Smacko. Oh, my goodness, still just could not take down Squid. Oh, it was so close. Very close med pick there with the SMG. That would have been wonderful. And Smacko was just like, eat pan, like, please die. And oh, almost made it happen. But now they're going to have to move themselves on back just a tad bit. But these Ubers are going to be pretty even here when the fight comes on through.
Yeah, unfortunately, Smacka just died, so no demo, no defense, really, except for that last time from some big plays from Marmaduke. And a pretty good pop from Buick, too. So here goes Marmaduke again, bombing onto the medic, not going to be able to pull off any heroics there, and that's going to be Monet having to yoink out. But they keep their medic alive. Oh, they might get Boink here. Boink runs away with 15 as well, so you do have Buick here. The Ubers are exchanged down in the lower portion of the Snakewater, the little bucket area. And it looks like we're going to maybe see a repush, but they didn't really care for what they saw there. There he goes. Mangachu peeking out, pretty hurt, but he manages to skate away.
So we're going to see a bit of a reset here on last. Both teams still having relatively even Ubers here, so we're going to have to see who can get the picks here. No off-classing as of yet, but Show Me the Money on the ropes here. Cannot lose this round right here. They're going to have a very good last defense if they want to keep themselves in this, so... Well, we'll see. Boink's worked his way into lower right now. He's going to go up for a bomb. Does a double jump. Not able to get anything off onto Buick there. Going to fall quickly. And nobody else coming in here. Actually, Show Me, Monet Free State went down as well. So now they're going to have to kind of back themselves up. They do have the Uber, but they still have to play passively being down. And here comes a bomb from Marmaduke. Tried to get something onto Mangachu. Will fall here, and... Marmaduke and Giggly both went down here on this second point. Show Me the Money not able to do too much here. The Ubers are exchanged on the point, but it's just kind of running around in circles with each other. There's
a back cap happening now.
Oh, goodness, they're on the point. Oh, no, they got on through in lower. Good spot on that. He was kind of looking at these guys smashing faces in lower, but, man, that is a quick 5-0 there for Cisco Adler. You were dead on.
Yeah, unfortunate, but I look for Show Me the Monet to get better as time goes on. A lot of good players, especially pretty experienced players at the highest level, particularly Smacka. So I look for them to improve a lot as the season moves on. I wouldn't be too down on myself, especially only having been together for 5 days.
Yeah, definitely room for them to kind of work and definitely get better. So we'll have to see how they do moving forward here through the rest of the season. And I'm not sure if we are going on to that Froyo match or not. I'll have to get confirmation from Dashner if we are going over to that. It seems like it's a pretty close game here. I'm sitting in the STV at the moment, so I don't know if Dashner can give us the word here. He is in. Okay, so we're... Yeah, I am in and ready to go on this Froyo game here. Are you?